Hello, video 3 for MERCS. This time we're going to be showing you how to use repair kits, med kits, adrenaline and repair rolls. We're using these three. We're also going to be doing what's different arcs. Meaning front arc, side arc and rear arc. We've changed from the Kazaa for the first two videos to the USCR, the Russians. In the last video we did initiative and snapping to cover. So as you can see here, different things has happened. As I just get the camera in the right place. Oh, move that over a little bit so you can see. So if we can see here, the behemoth has his armour down. He's failed his armour failure roll. Now we'll forget the card. The armour failure just let it there we go. Armour failure of the behemoth is 6. The repair roll for the behemoth, if it just focuses in, yes, the repair roll for the behemoth is 8, so it would need an 8 or higher. Not going to be that easy. However, there is the monkey wrench there. The monkey wrench, if we just bring up the card, there we are. So the monkey wrench, if we just bring up the card, has something called repair kit. Range M, melee. He has 3 of them. Auto repair, so you don't need to roll for repair. However, to use things such as this, you need to be in base contact at the start. Nope, he's going to have to try and repair armour on his own, otherwise he ain't moving. So he needs an 8. He got a 10, which normally he would. But he realised he got a 4, so he failed. So his armour is still broke. Seeing that the behemoth's armour is 4, and these guys have heavy rifles, which is a strength of 3, it's going to hurt him. So he needs to get in. So let's say he uses a repair kit, so he has 2 left, and the behemoth's armour is fine. Moving over here, this security with his heavy rifle has shot the USCR gunner and wounded him twice. He's nearly down. However, there is the medic close by. So if we just get the medic card, and we see the medic, if it'll, there we go. The medic has 3 med kits. Range M, melee, 3 of them restores 1 blood. You can only use 1 of these items per activation. And it removes 1 damage automatically. So he's a little bit healthier. So if we go over here, we see the booster and the commissar. Now the commissar has a rifle. He has a semi-auto. 2 attacks versus 1 target. FN7, weapon strength 2. However, the booster, which looks like it's going to kick him for some reason. No sir, you fight him! However, the booster is going to fill him with adrenaline. Range, melee, if he has 3 of them. Increases reaction +1. Courage, roll, -1. So what he'd need is -1. FN -1 for 2 rounds. So for 2 turns, he's basically got a reaction of 5, an FN of 7, an FN of 8, and a courage roll of 2+. Pretty good, pretty good. So you can only, again, like I said, you need to be in base contact, and you can only use them once per activation. So you can't use all 3 at once. Yes, sometimes a med kit. Sometimes 3 med kits are just enough. Now, last thing to note for this little video is arcs. Now, using this model, which is the newest, one of the newest ones, the ISS Demolition, I've undercoated it. But if you'll notice on the base, it's not like the others. So if we look here, if you notice, sorry, that's not the best one to use, but there we go. If you notice, there are 2 different colours that I've painted on. The black is for the front and rear arc. The front is where the gun's pointing. The rear is obviously the rear. The 2 white pieces, coloured sections, are the flank. This will be useful when you're shooting in the rear or shooting in the flank when someone's in combat. Now, it's best to do this because, as I've just said, flank and rear are very important. What you need to do for this, and this is a little painting tip, is get a 25mm base, the Warhammer 40k Terminators, that sort of size. Get that base, undercoat it white or a very light colour, and then split it into 4 sections. What you then do is put a bit of blue tack in the middle. Once you've done that, you then get a thin paintbrush, like so. I don't know if it will show up on the camera. Oh, it's about, if you can see that, a thin paintbrush, and then mark each of the 4 sections, and then paint 1 colour for the front and rear, and 1 colour for the flank. It's best to paint all the base 1 colour and then do the front and rear 1 colour, or the flanks 1 colour. Just for a bit of ease, really. So that's it for that video. That's basically it for all the tutorials. That's pretty much it for these videos. We'll get on to do little bits for factions, few games and whatnot, and hopefully we will be able to show you painting and whatnot. And for now, goodbye.